Hey guys, what's up? Kevin aka Keyword Chips aka Shadows of Zero here. Welcome to a new vid of mine that I wanted to do for a month now. And if you guys do collect comic books, especially DC books, there was this special event that happened last month. It was called DC Villains Month, where all the villains take over and the Justice League are dead. And there's all this war on who's going to take over the world, whatnot. And we got these guys called the Crime Syndicate, who are basically just like the Justice League, but evil. And what I'm going to do here is do a little recap on all the books that I wanted to review but couldn't on Dark Avenger Inc. And about to do that right now. This is a two-parter video due to time limit on my camera. Unfortunately, I can go over 15 minutes, 30 minutes in fact, but I don't have like editing program or nothing like that, unfortunately. So until then, my vids will only be at 30 minutes max. But oh well. Well, I'm gonna review half the books that I got, and half of them in the other part. So this is my recap on the DC Villains Month books, part 1. Part 2 will be up whenever. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, why don't I get started? First up, I have Batman issue 23.1, Joker. Everyone wanted this book very badly because everyone loves the Joker. There's no one better than him. And before I move on, I'd like to say this is a 3D cover. This one looks absolutely amazing. I love it. Yeah, I got most of my books in 3D, but some in 2D. And note, I don't have every single solitary DC Villains Month book. I only bought the ones that I like the most. And this is one of them, plus a lot more. So, yeah, we'll get... Why did I take this out? I'm reviewing it right now. So, yeah. So... let's begin here. It starts off with a childhood of Joker's. It's different. It's pretty much he was carrying this monkey doll, and his aunt was abusive because she couldn't stand him painting his skin white because he wanted to look like a clown. She washes off with bleach very violently. And then we go to the present, where Joker hangs out with these people, watching a guy getting eaten by a snake. That's pretty gruesome. And the artwork's really good. I like how Joker looks. So it's promising so far. Until Joker happens to find this baby gorilla. Yeah, and he decided to take it into as his own, like make that little ape his son. That's bizarre, yes. And he raised it for his own, like it's his own son. And he named him Jackanapes. If I can... yeah, Jackanapes. And they do a lot of stuff together. Joker dressed him up. He fed him. He told them to steal stuff. They watched TV together. As you see here, there's another, it's the same exact thing as here, where Auntie did the same stuff with Joker, just more violently, like more abusive, like I said. And kids are picking on him. And I like this here, this artwork here, that's what Joker represents, a huge evil grin. And as time goes by, Jackanapes became worse and worse, and he became this. I didn't know what to think of that. It's just like, this issue's weird. So one time Joker and Jackanapes invaded a blimp, and for some strange reason, people on that blimp turned into ape-like creatures. It's very strange. And they attack Joker and Jackanapes, and they fall from the blimp. And Joker was actually showing some emotion here when he sees Jackanapes falling to his death. And he's like, please, Jackie, put your wings up. But unfortunately, it was too late. Jackanapes died, and you think that Joker, for the very first time in his entire life, he's going to have feelings. He's going to be sad about it. But nope, he lasted at the end. He's like, oh, well, I guess I have to get a new refund for those swimming lessons. And that's pretty much the end of the book. I have to say, this was a very disappointing read, to be honest with you. I mean, despite the artwork and dialogue, which I liked very much, my final verdict for this book is a 3.5 out of 5. It could have been way, way better. Should have been something else instead of like a Joker raising an ape as his son. It's just, I don't know. This is something you probably will want to skip. But I just say get this book only for the 3D cover. Or the cover, the 2D cover, which one. Because it does look awesome. Other than that, don't even bother with the story. It's up to you guys if you want to buy it though. But I'd say skip it for the story-wise. Just get it for the cover. Alright, next book I have is Superman issue 23.1, Bizarro. Now, I do really like Bizarro. He's always been one of my favorite Superman villains. But this one here is like, I always prefer like the stupid Bizarro, whatnot, but this book was really more based on Lex Luthor, and explain why. So it starts off with a flashback where Superman has Lex Luthor hostage and there's people surrounding him, and Superman was bleeding in the mouth, and it got on Lex Luthor's shoulder, and Lex Luthor's like, maybe I can create a clone of Superman with this blood. So he does that, and he's been working years and years on perfecting it. And when he thinks he's finally done, he gets a test subject. He injects him with something, and with some sort of chemical, and he puts sunlight on him. It succeeded pretty much. The guy over here is bulked up now. He used to be skinny, but now he's really bulked up. And then something bad happens. It started again, but this time for the worst. His skin started to turn white. He's getting stronger and stronger. And this happens. Here is a Bizarro. And Lex Luthor tries to run away. And he sends out every single possible security possible, but it doesn't work, unfortunately for Lex Luthor, until Lex Luthor finally finds out how to kill this Bizarro once and for all. And it's the most gruesome way possible, is with sunlight, and this is how it caused it. Look at that. And then he blows up. But Lex Luthor realized that it failed, but it's not over yet. He still has more ways to go. He's going to improve his work, and he's going to improve it with this thing, which I take it is the real Bizarro, the one we always know of. So, yeah, this was a good book. I'd say 4 out of 5 for this one. That's my final verdict. Good artwork, nice dialogue. Once again, I only took a star away because this is more about Lex Luthor than Bizarro. But it's a nice way of explaining how he was creating it. And, to you Superman fans and Bizarro fans, you might want to try this out. It's not too bad. I'd give it a pass. Alright, next up, Batman issue 23.2, The Riddler. Another one of my absolute favorite villains in the DC Universe. I've been waiting to get this one. Again, this is in 3D. Also, Bizarro was also in 3D, if I forgot to mention. If you can see it. I don't know. But yeah, this one's 3D also. Maybe it's better if I take it off. Yeah, it's really nice. So, starts off with Riddler 4 years ago when a security guard took his cards away just because Riddler was just playing solitaire, and Riddler is invading Wayne Enterprises. He's taking out security guards going into their facility, and there's the same guy who took the cards away from Riddler. I want to get a better picture of him. It's this guy right here. Tries to search for Riddler to stop him from what Riddler's doing. And once again, Riddler keeps on invading and killing all security everywhere. And then the guy finally catches up to Riddler. They had a fight scene, pretty cool. But of course, the Riddler prevails by blasting the guy's arm off. I forgot his name, by the way. The guy's George something. I don't know. I'm just going to call him George. So, Riddler kills George. And he goes on top of the Wayne Enterprise building, and he's saying that they're saying that Batman is dead, but I don't think so. I believe he's going to come back, and when the time comes, I'll wait for him. And he waits by playing a game of solitaire. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this book. Very good. I give this one a 4.5 out of 5. Very nice artwork, good dialogue, nice story into it. Not an origin story or anything like most of the DC Villains Month books, but very well done. I'd say pick this up for all you Riddler fans and Batman fans out there, or anyone who's collecting DC Villains Month book. Fun read. I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. Now we move on to one of my top 10 books, which I really enjoyed reading this, by the way. Batman Detective Comics, issue 23.2, Harley Quinn. Now, everyone wanted this book, obviously, just for the fact that Harley Quinn is very popular, especially in 3D, as right here. As you see, it's in 3D. Very nice. So, it does talk about Harley Quinn's origin in this story, but further back into her origin story, you see here, this is her family when she was a child. They were very loud and obnoxious and abusive, and they're saying to her, like, you're never going to be a psychiatrist, you're never going to get a degree or nothing, you're going to be a nobody. But she didn't listen to them, she didn't give up, and she eventually graduated, and she became a psychiatrist. And she went to the big leagues by interviewing the Arkham Asylum people. And then she goes an interview with Joker, and then we get to find out how she became Harley Quinn. How Harleen Quinzel became Harley Quinn. So I really like the artwork for this. It's really like cartoony, just like Harley Quinn books should be. So that's a definite pass here. And it also shows how she got her outfit by like hitting high school girls, a woman who was exercising, and a hooker. So it's pretty messed up. And a guy who's celebrating his birthday. Let's see here. Here's another really nice picture of Harley Quinn. I think this is the best one out there in this book. And then she pretty much blows up a building. And then special appearance is from Deadshot, as you see here. And he's pretty much saying, Harley Quinn, we're going to get the gang back together, which was the Suicide Squad. If you want to know who the Suicide Squad is, sorry, it's going to be continued on Suicide Squad issue 24 and a tie-in Forever Evil. And yeah, I really enjoyed this series, this book a whole lot. I will give this one a 4.5 out of 5. Great dialogue, very, very good artwork, and very nice origin story of Harley Quinn. I mean, most of us know how Harleen Quinzel became Harley Quinn, but we got an extra flashback with her family. And it's very well done. I really enjoyed it. Guys, if you are collecting DC Villains Month books, you need to have this in your collection, especially for your Harley Quinn fans. So, check it out. It's a definite must-buy. Here is another book on my top list, which I feel is just really well done. This is such an amazing book. Next up I have here is Aquaman issue 23.1, Black Manta. Now, I've always liked Black Manta, my favorite Aquaman villain. But I always thought this was going to be good, but not that good. But instead, it was that good. Like, first of all, let me show you the 3D cover here. Very nice. Very well done. So, this story talks about, well, first of all, Black Manta's in jail. This is what he looks like when he's not wearing the suit. He's talking about he wants to kill Aquaman for what he did to his father, because Aquaman killed his Black Manta's father. And you get this woman here called Amanda Waller, who is the boss of the Suicide Squad, which is with Harley Quinn and Deadshot and other members. Just like I just mentioned in the last issue I reviewed. And she's saying to Black Manta, like, what are you going to do if Aquaman is dead? What's going to be your new purpose? And then right after that, there was a security breach, and every single criminal in the cells, in the police, whatever it is, the asylum. I wouldn't say the asylum, not, but whatever. There has been in. This is That's this. If you don't know who this guy is, his name is King Shark. He pretty much freed the entire criminal scum, and Black Manta gets his suit. And there's a little special appearance by Ocean Master, if you Aqua fans knew who Ocean Master is. So yeah, they invade the entire facility, and there's a meeting going on with the other villains. And to Black Manta's surprise, there is Aquaman's trident on the floor, and he grabs it and he proclaims it's his. So Black Manta has Aquaman's trident now. That's bad. Oh, and speaking of the crime syndicate that I was talking about earlier, here they are. Yeah, like I said, Justice League lookalikes. See Superman. That's Ultraman. Wonder Woman lookalike. That's Superwoman. Batman lookalike. That's Owlman. The rest I don't know about yet. I have to look back in Forever Evil. But they're saying that we killed the Justice League and the world is ours. But Black Manta, he just walks away from the conversation. Just takes the Aquaman's trident with him. And he goes to his father's grave saying that he avenged his... Like, it's over, Aquaman is dead, your spirit can now rest. But Ultraman shows up and does something very, very, very dark. And I mean dark. He grabs the moon from space and uses it to block the sun. And then there's a tidal wave that causes it. And Black Manta and his father's grave is completely washed off. So, yeah. But, of course, Black Manta survives. But he has a new goal now, and that is to go to war against the crime syndicate. And that's going to continue on Forever Evil. Just, wow. Absolutely love this book. I would give this one 4.5 out of 5. I'm not quite sure why I put half a star down, but... I'm going to change it to a 5/5 eventually, if I don't remember in time, really. But right now, this is a 4.5 out of 5. Absolutely amazing issue. Guys, you need to have this in your collection. You need to have this in your DC Villains on book collection. And for you Aquaman fans who are collecting Aquaman books, this is the one you need to have. This is absolute must-buy. Definitely recommend it. Definite pass. Amazing book. And one more book, and then I'm going to go on to the part 2 of this little recap. This is Batman and Robin, issue 23.3, Ra's al Ghul and the League of Assassins. I thought that when I got this, I thought this was going to be an average book, and I was right. I mean, I do like Ra's al Ghul. He's an interesting character, but I don't think the book was going to be that good. But I don't know. It was average at best, really. I got this in 2D, by the way. That's how much I didn't think it was going to be that really interesting. This was a very complicated book, actually. It shows some parts of the past of Ra's al Ghul. But I do like the artwork, though. Artwork's very nice. There's a picture of Ra's al Ghul when he arrives in the Lazarus Pit. But we go to the... I'm more concerned about the present here because the present's more interesting. There's this guy right here who looks a lot like Red Robin and Red Arrow. It's like a mix between them, but it's not him, though. Don't worry. It's not any one of them. Just someone brand new. But he pretty much wants Ra's al Ghul to join the secret society. But Ra's al Ghul refuses, and you get some more flashbacks of Ra's al Ghul. How he lived 600 years or more than that. And he wants to create a world that's better. That's a better place for the people. So, Yeah, so, yeah, Ra's al Ghul declined the Secret Society offer, and he has a sword fight with this guy who wanted him to join, as you see here. Once again, artwork very nice, very well done. And you get some scenes with Batman in it, and again, flashback, and a special guest with Talia al Ghul, which is Ra's al Ghul's daughter. And then eventually Ra's al Ghul defeats the guy, and he's pretty much saying, I'll actually read this out loud to you guys, when he said, they will hear the rumors anew, a dark power rising in the east, the demon in his dark tower, the one who prepares to tear it all asunder and rebuild the world in his own image, as he has always done, and he always will. I think he was referring to Batman, if anything. But here's the last scene here. And for those of you who are collecting Red Hood and the Outlaws, it's going to continue on here. So, I was going to give this 3 out of 5, but I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5 instead, because I did understand this a little better, but once again, nothing too special. I think the story is what really downgraded it. It was too confusing, except the present. I mean, it was really good artwork, nice dialogue, I liked it. It's up to you guys if you want to buy it or not. Ra's al Ghul fans might be pleased, but anyone else, this is probably a skip. So, yeah. Alright, so that's it for part 1. Part 2 is coming up whenever I have time. But until then, I will see you in part 2 of DC Villains Month Recap. So, check you guys in part 2.